Hey, I wanna talk about uh, that very childish painting on purpose because it makes you feel like joyful. Just think of a moment when you used to enjoy doing something when you were just on your own, and as a child, you, if you wanna play all the time, you just can't play anymore. You need something as a substitute. It's okay, just a bit. And that's good to find this moment when you can paint, for example, and paint or draw, and even eventually do it with friends. So it's supposed to be an introvert, silent activity, and you do it with friends. And in this silence, there's such a strange communication, even beyond that communion, which increase the connections between the friends. It's beautiful. And then when comes the so-called adult world, when we need to pay our bills and need to think of what gives money before all, you can take painting as a hobby. Yeah, it's true. But if you wanna travel back to feelings you used to have when you were playing as a child, the best is maybe to imitate some kind of childish style, or like teenager like childish style. It's more like teenager like style, maybe for that one, because it's inspired from my trip in Bali. With some, it's not done, I'm in the process, okay. But like with some orc vibe from World of Warcraft, stuff like this. And especially it's the Shiva, the snake you can recognize here, and you can recognize the trident as well. And the orc mixed everything, mixing a lot of World of Warcraft lore with Hinduism, and with the Bali style, which I liked a lot, was a kind of very strong tribal art there. I need to travel in many islands in Indonesia next time to be inspired in every ways. There must be so much to see, and way more than only Bali, and eventually the Gili Islands where I've been. And here is when you play childish with two girls, like a teenager actually. It's not childlike anymore, because uh, voila, you know what I mean, hormones. But I made them in my narrative look like some kind of guardian angels, like both of them. They got in touch on Instagram, Jumanji. It's maybe a drama, but I think it's cool though. I don't know, I like it, even when they talk badly about me. If they conclude something bad, like, okay, fuck that guy, he's ego, but I enjoy it, it makes me happy. I'm like, yeah, nice. Nice. And here's the imagination when you think you're gonna have a lot of money doing something specific, like one of your wonderful plans, and then you actually just paint, for example, on a balcony. You have just this big imagination, which brings back to that one. Excuse me, it's a bit dirty. Which the sainthood style, acting like super cool and all, when actually technically it's not, right? So okay, and trying to create a narrative. They call it childish, I call it colorful. After all, so-called super adult life, look, the strategy. They just both agreed on which one is the best love. I don't know. They both agreed that once they find another guy, they will just stop talking to me. But meanwhile, they're still talking to me and seeing me, and I'm like, hey, I'm not just a dick. Inside there's a little heart. It can hurt you. And I don't want to go that way, but you know what I mean. It's like, is it really beautiful love to plan in advance, not to be close, at least the minimum, to just not keep in touch with a guy you used to be super close to? In the name of another guy who just peed on you and marked his territory on you, and okay, now don't hang out with the dudes you used to be close with. And they plan in advance to be so obedient. I'm like, yo, be a bit feminist, yo, stay in touch with me no matter what I do. I don't know. more feminist than women. See, I'm saying bullshit. No, I forget that one. But just want to make sure it's okay. But like, I don't understand that thing. It's like I believe the rational minimum. I know they have plans. They calculate a minimum. They like up to plan this in advance and not even to stay in touch. And then they say I have a problem. Like I'm an asshole. Like problem with sex, girls, and everything, and no, it's something wrong with me. And I'm like, but at least I say it. It's fine. I don't know. I like it, and I can complain. It's a problem. Act like I'm working on it and keep doing it. But I'm like, okay, whatever. Is it that much worse than planning to use a dude because you have nothing much more around now? And then once you find somebody a minimum interesting, okay, bye, next. I don't know, just saying. For once I said the truth. Just wanted to say it all, you know. Okay, call me Mr. Asson on my balcony and let me do my childish painting. So this weekend was off, day off for both of them. I wanted to be grumpy on both of them because it would not be fair to be grumpy on me on one. They have to say sorry together to me. What do you think about it? Am I dreaming? Crazy world. Or maybe I stop dreaming when I go to sleep. I don't know.